In here, I'm gonna talk about the Age of Enlightenment. The Age of Enlightenment was an intellectual and philosophical movement that dominated the world of ideas in Europe during the 17th and the 18th centuries. So, the Enlightenment is emerged out of a European intellectual and scholarly movement known as the Renaissance of Humanism, and was also preceded by the scientific revolution and the work of Francis Bacon, among the others of the philosopher and scientists of the period, widely circulated their ideas through meetings at the scientific academics. The ideas of the Enlightenment undermined the authority of the monarchy and the Catholic Church, and paved the way for the political revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries. Uh, a variety of 19th century movement, including liberalism and neoclassicism, trace their intellectual heritage to the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment included a range of ideas that center on the reason and the evidence of sense as the primary source of knowledge, and advanced ideals such the toleration, constitutional government, and the separation of church and state. Okay, uh, and then one particularly influential Enlightenment publication was the one on the encyclopedia that published between 1751 and 1772 in 35 volumes. It was compiled by Dennis 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 Diderot, okay, Dennis Diderot, and the others of the 150 other intellectuals. That encyclopedia helped in spreading the ideas of the Enlightenment across Europe and beyond. Um, and then in the modern study, the Enlightenment period, known in the book of Dialectic of Enlightenment by in the Frankfurt School in the 1947 by the philosopher Max Horkheimer. Uh, and in that book, someone, actually Theodore W. Adorno, argued that enlightenment is understood in the widest sense as the advance of thought that always aimed at liberating human beings from near and installing them as masters. Yet the wholly enlightenment earth radiates under the sign of disaster triumphs. Mm, and then uh, and, and then extending the argument, intellectual historian Jason Stephenson has argued that any idea of the age of enlightenment as a clearly defined period that is separate from the earlier Renaissance and later Romanticism, or considers a myth. Okay, the points out that there are different and some mutually contradictory periods of the Enlightenment depending of the nature, field of study, and school thought. That term and category of enlightenment, referring to the scientific revolution, was actually applied after the fact that the enlightenment did not see an increase of disenchantment or the dominance of the mechanistic worldview. Okay, and then in the 1970, the study of Enlightenment expanded to include the ways Enlightenment ideas spread to European colonies, uh, and how they interacted with indigenous cultures, and how the Enlightenment took place in formerly unstudied areas such as Italy, Greece, Balkans, Poland, Hungary, and Russia. I think that is enough. Thank you.